This is why it's a good thing to not use all of these supply crates. Excuse me. One supply crate left in here. Might as well be ready for the last fight. Because I don't got my killer mage group. So, dynamics a little shadier. It's supposed to be more effective. I just like blasting the crap out of things. Like, we really mangled this guy up because of the freezing. There's a bunch of stuff going down. That was bad news bears for this guy. But I have a feeling Cassandra's going to move in there. And it's going to be problematic. She's going to be good, but it's going to be problematic. Because if he just has to compromise Cassandra, and then it's going to potentially compromise this entire group. We'll see.
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, crazy. For us all.
It's probably a bit crazy. So, let me take this a little slowish. So let's go like this. While we have an opportunity to get us all in this, we're going to. Cassandra, what is this? I hope that's what I think. I don't know what that is, but that's not what I want. I don't need to use this. Seems wasteful, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Because I can just do a lunge slash. Yeah, that's way better. So let's do a lunge slash, and then oh yeah, poison weapons. That was good. Shoot, that's poison weapons. Just gotta kick us off. There we go. And then long shot. Ow. And then sorry, explosive. That was weird. Oh, I meant to do long shot. Do a long shot. Okay, he's got it. Okay, you're good. Next. So, going for it. With barrier. Fuck, Cassandra. I hate this bug so much. I hate this bug so much. What just happened? Oh, immune. Shit. Whoa. Oh, like, don't make me play a character that's not mine. Like, I don't care for this. But, like, for her not to be fighting, that's dumb. I do enjoy it more. I do enjoy it, but let's try it again. No, he's immune. So I gotta move. Oh, screw it. You know what? You're free. Where are you? Dude, that's the worst place you could have gone. Honestly, I don't understand. Dude, guy. Oh, this is the worst place I can be. Worst place I can be. Where's he at? Oh, he's over. Oh, that's right. That's right. We're gonna go through around in this crap. I'm not gonna chance this. You're gonna do this, and then get by Dorian and me. Dorian, are you good already? No, you're not. I might. No, I'm not. Let's do this right here. Done. Yeah, I'll do an area. Dorian, want to pull it off? No? Want to do this? No. Okay. Never mind. Oh, look at Cassandra. Yay! Yay, look at Cassandra. Woo! Woo, look at Cassandra! Yay! Doing nothing. Yay, yay, yay. Fuck. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, please, for the love of please. Oh, my God. It's so frustrating. Where are you? Get out of here. Oh shit. I need this. I need... Can I do... Oh my god, can I do another fireball? I really do need... I can't. He doesn't have a mana potion. I'm gonna die. 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 Stop. Feeling a lot better than that. There we go. Oh, my bad. Oh, healing potions are fine. Go, Cassandra. Go, Cassandra. Go. Go, Cassandra. No, don't just stand. Cassandra. Oh, Cassandra. Cassandra, don't make me hate you. Don't do this. Don't do this. I'm not even. I'm just gonna let it go. Cassandra. It's shameful.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice.
He walking butt. I didn't notice it the first time. I have no idea how I did it. I don't know. I was like in my own head after the thing. Walking butt legs. Good stuff.
The Elder One.
You have to hurry. This is bad.
I like that.
We'll
sound.
hold the main
Actually,
door. Once
quite a
they
bit.
break through, it's all you, Nightingale.
That's actually good. Okay. I feel like I still need to say this.
We'll make this count.
The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours.
Pretty cool. Very big. Yeah, one out there. I do want to see this.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die! You'll have to do better than that.
You failed, Alexius. How forgiving is your Elder One?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
I feel like that line was literally in the calling. Someone said it. One of the Great Wardens said it.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
Is he a Great Warden? I don't know.
Or not.
And there's this scene.
Grand Enchanter, we'd like to discuss your abuse of our hospitality.
Your Majesties.
Means
When
a lot
we
different.
offered the Mage's Sanctuary,
Second
we
time
did
around.
not give them the right to drive our people from their homes.
King Alistair, Queen Anora, I assure you, we never intended...
In light of your actions, good intentions are no longer enough.
It's two dicks
You
right
and
here.
your followers have worn out your welcome. Leave Ferelden, or we'll be forced to make you leave.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
I forget which one I chose. They all sound like they'll all allude to the same
You'll
thing.
be leaving here with the Inquisition.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
That's probably what I said.
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I know you are a mage, but consider how these rebels have acted. They must be conscripted,
had
not coddled.
I've known a lot of mages. They can be loyal friends if you let them.
Oh,
Friends who make bad decisions, but still loyal.
like really bad
It
decisions
seems
there.
we have
Come on.
little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
I just don't like how they word prisoners. I just don't. I just don't. So
We would
it's
be
not gonna
honored
happen.
to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll
Cassandra
discuss
disapproves
this
her.
later.
Oh, I didn't see the
I'll
Cassandra's
pray
approves,
that the
though.
rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now.
Thanks, Dorian.
We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success
here it
requires your
comes.
full support.
It's a generous offer. I doubt you're going to get a better one from us.
Oof. That stung, huh?
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven.
Now that
The
you
breach
know.
will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
I get that there's a definition issue with fans of BioWare when people start talking about mages and freedom. Like, people always, it's whether it's like the debate whether it's Templars or mages, it always swings hard to one side, hard to the other side. No, that's not exactly what most people are actually talking about when they bring this up. Mages deserving freedom has nothing to do with they can do whatever they want. That's not what a lot of people are saying. It's that what they have in the world of Thedas is not anywhere near humanitarian. It's just not. It's not reasonable. And unless they all sort of coordinate, all the circles behave under one protocol, then I mean, you make the bed you sleep in. You know what I'm saying? So some circles are gonna go hard. They're gonna go harder into rebel mode than others. But it doesn't. Yeah. Anyways, the Chantry's at fault for all of it. And the idea of mage freedom is more like, no. You can give them the circle. Give them Templars protecting them and doing what they have to do to make that environment safe and educating, and make the Chantry responsible for making it a decent, humane way of protecting mages and educating them so that they can be contributing members to society. Let them see their family. Don't steal them from their family at whatever ages. Don't hunt them down in the woods. Don't rape them. Like, it's just, these are simple These are simple things. Okay, Templars. Okay, Chantry. So stop creating fear mongering. I'm getting fear mongering. I hate. So that's what it means. Give them a reasonable life. You know. But then it's hard to say something like this because I get what the discussion is, but that's not what it is. It is a balance. There's a balance. There has to be a balance. And so when you have to talk about it, it's like that, yeah, cooperation. So I'm not pandering to them. No, they deserve their freedom.
We're not monsters. We can control ourselves without any outside help.
This is not an issue of self-control. Even the strongest mages can be overcome by demons in conditions like these. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it.
Thank you, Cassandra.
The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks.
Pragmatism. Thank you, Dorian.
To enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
These are both fine, but I don't really know the guy, so I'm gonna go. You want to stay?
I must admit, I'm surprised.
We both saw what could happen. What this Elder One and his cult are trying to do. Not everything from Tevinter is terrible. Some of us have fought for eons against this sort of madness. It's my duty to stand with you. That future will not come to pass.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
That seems
excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Maker willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
There we go. Okay. Now I'll take time to do a round, talk to people, etc., etc. I don't know if I had to do that before starting all of this, but I think I did enough. I think there were a couple people I missed talking to, but I didn't want to check everyone over again and waste that time. I would rather do it. Oh, I can go down here. This has been, ages ago. I have to talk to her. I asked Sarah to come down here and unlock all these things. I didn't come down there. I forgot. I thought I already asked her to. Wow, I did that. What? There's stuff I could swear I asked her to come do this, unless it reboots or something like that. But anyways, we'll ask her again. That's fine.
Thank you for all that you are doing to help.
Let's do a couple rounds here. see what's up here.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corpin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
Think like Somley. I feel like as a player, the Chantry is extremely incompetent. Extremely incompetent. Just putting it out there so you understand the difference between how I feel and how all of my characters have felt so far. Because none of them have felt like I feel. There's some, yeah. I'm not going to say it as Somley, though.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andrasti's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Chat talking about the banner. The banner interpretation. I can see the importance. You make it sound easy and started many fights.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
That's exactly how we think so.
Precisely.
That's a weird way to say it, but that's
and these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn
this
to
is
think
driving. That's his
beyond
driving
our own
motivation.
walls to secure peace in Thedas.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, she's talking all Andrastia because it's diplomacy. She's not real. Although, well, it's not really a romance thing. He probably would say this. It does make sense. Hold on.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Elysian politics, Lady Montillier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach.
Yes.
If it were up to you, how would you...
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Hell of Andraste. Done.
I tell the Chantry that Andraste herself shielded me from
Damn
harm.
right she did,
I'd
man.
truly like to hear the debates that would raise in Val Royeaux.
Let him happen.
Thank you for your thoughts.
You're welcome.
A good day to you.
And you as well. Okay, let's get some of this out of our packs,
Do you need
please.
anything more? Yes. Revered Mother?
Green
Good.
rags removed. Is that it? Okay. Talk to me.
Hello? Can I help you with something?
See if there's anything new based on this. There it goes. Bang, 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 bang. Raise. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, you don't want. Oh, wait. Inquisition perks. This looks the same.
I'll
Goodbye
speak with
now.
you later.
Travel safely.
And since we're already here, we're going to talk to you again.
Greetings.
What do the people make of us?
Oh, she
We've
got
gathered
Dorian.
many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Lady Drummond promised a visit. She has useful resources
That sounds familiar.
if we can get her to set aside her games.
What are her politics?
Oh, no, I meant actual games. Chess, cards, dice, little boards with carved idols from Tevinter.
Oh.
She made me play that with her for 8 hours once. Steer her towards cards, if she insists on a match.
Oh, that's probably important. Drummer.
What may I do for you?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
I think I talked about everyone actually, except. Oh, I can't go back, huh?
What do you think of Sir Blackwall?
Sir Blackwall seems as loyal to the purpose of the Inquisition as he is to the Wardens. His travels must have taken him strange places. I wish he'd speak more about them.
I don't think I did. Maybe I didn't.
You must have an opinion of Dorian.
Who hasn't? The man could cause a scene standing quietly in the center of an empty room. Still, I do believe he has your best interest at heart, for all that he delights in mocking them from time to time.
Time to time.
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the rebel mages.
Everybody.
It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
It will, because it's being run by a mage that was chosen by Andraste. Ugh, I don't want to say that, though.
We will try.
In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their
Correct.
gods. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
Let's see. Oh, is this happening again? There we go. Does
How
it
are
say
the villagers in
new
Haven
stuff? I don't
doing?
know.
You did well to gain the mages to your cause. The people have hope that the breach may be sealed. Some of them are returning to the lives they fled. Others are starting fresh. In either case, they no longer believe the world as they know it is ending.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Farewell, revered mother.
Make her go with you.
I'm sure. I mean, we're already in here. Let's talk to Vivian as well, and then we're going to do the war room and actually get a couple of those things done.
If Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
We can handle the mages. There's no need for Templars.
Have any of these men faced an abomination before, my dear? Have you? The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. You know as well as I do that mages attract demons where the veil is thin. And if demons can walk our world with no blood magic to summon them, how safe do you think our allies are? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
If you're seeing demons everywhere, do you believe you're a risk? Do you believe I am?
We are a risk, darling. Better to know it and use caution. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Fire is life, and fire is healing. What are you talking about? Fire is the light. It's of the future. It's gonna take us there. You're speaking madness right now, Vivian. You got cold in your heart, like a winter wind. I have to respond to this fire thing somehow. Hold on. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Let me rephrase this for Vivian, because maybe the Chantry hasn't used this phrase because it would go against their best interest, but magic is dangerous, just as a sword. A Templar sword is dangerous. Anyone who forgets that it's sharp gets cut. See how that works? You see how that works, Vivian? Let's use metaphors. Let's use a bunch of let's just do this. Play this game. Fuck it. No.
You're right, but Templars are a poor solution.
They are, because they're all doped up on lyrium.
All men are flawed.
Slightly proves
that some fail does not mean that none should try. The fact remains that there is no cure for an abomination except death. Someone must strike the
incorrect. Ask Fiona.
Who shall lower the blade if not a Templar? Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, What future do you see for mages?
We need mages in the Chantry. I hadn't considered that, but I mean, we do need the circle, man. We just need to talk about how to make this work. Where it's not being run by imbeciles and drug addicts. I will talk about some of this. So here's a thought that hit me. It was probably got confirmed more in Dragon Age 2 than Origins, but I believe it started in Origins. And the reason I know exactly. Hold on, I'm getting a flashback of where it was. It was in Denerim. I was in Denerim. So it's where, as a player, you first discover that there's that old knight by that Chantry. I think it was a Chantry, and he's all rattled. And it's because he's been on Lyrium for so long that he's not straight in the head anymore. He's kind of like he's just become a docile lapdog of the Chantry, because they literally, like, he's addicted to this stuff, and he needs but he's not able to do anything anymore. And it wasn't at that point, but I remembered that point. And then at some point, and then it probably evolved in Dragon Age 2 because of the whole just the aggressiveness of the Templars in Dragon Age 2, the stuff with Meredith and the Red Lyrium, and then I was like, if a Templar is constantly on Lyrium, and Lyrium comes from the Fade, and it's supposed to connect you into the magic of the Fade, it gives them capabilities that neutralize mages. When you take the class, because you take it, there's a Templar class in Origins. When you take the class, was there one in Dragon Age 2? When you take the class in Origins, you have abilities that are like magic. They're like magical abilities, and so they're not mages, but they're able to tap into magic via the lyrium in their blood, or digestive system, whatever the hell, which is a conduit to the Fade, where demons are. Why couldn't demons piggyback on a Templar's connection with the Fade, especially if they're they're not drug addled, but they're so addicted that they're kind of in this fantasy world because of that late years addiction. And I started like brewing some ideas in my head where I was like, why couldn't a Templar turn into a demon, an abomination? Like why wouldn't there be an abomination? And I'm like, why is that not in the lore? I mean, don't spoil me, but it hasn't been in the game. But I anticipated something happening sooner. Wait, in Dragon Age 2, they were messing around with the Templar. There was that one guy there was one guy in that one place with the one mage with the crazy makeup. I just remember crazy makeup. Why do I remember this? Wasn't there was one dude that they captured? Weren't they doing something with him? No, they were Templars, weren't they? Oh my god, I can't believe I forget some of these details. But see, sometimes I have these thoughts, and it's because there are events in the game that end up informing me. But then my brain just starts to do stuff, and it's subconscious. Like, it just starts to do things. It starts to think things. And then I don't know if it's like I'm making them up, or if the game has already given me the inputs. I just didn't talk about it at the time or whatever, because I'm involved. I'm too involved in the whatever's going on, and then I forget. But anyways, I think there was maybe they were getting Templars to convert, and maybe just no one knows about it. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking. So the point here is that it's all the blame of the mages. The mages made, but no, I don't think so. I think anyone who draws the attention of a demon can turn into abomination. It just happens that a mage that has that very strong connection to the Fade, because of the dreaming, because of the magic and all that stuff, the natural kind of inherent nature of being a mage, it's just easier for a mage to want the power that a mage has, and so the demon. So it's a demon wants the power that a mage has, and so they get taken over more often and become abominations because the demon wants that. Anyways, that's how I'm thinking of it. Okay, so I think anyone with strong kind of emotions, I think, can draw upon the attention of demons or spirits, like Wynn's case and Anders, and potentially the one guy, which we haven't met yet. So I'm saving my conversations about Cole for later on. Okay, so I think things. Okay, I'll talk a little bit, because Cole because Cole makes the one comment in the fight, the last fight, where I used to be like you, and then that for me was like, he used to be a demon. Like, so it's like, because this is when I think I talked about it earlier. I think I split this episode in two. So when I just started replaying this, where I was starting to create like a video chart, like a flow chart of some stuff here, some dynamics that exist. And the thing with Cole is he's something the game hasn't done yet, but it's almost done everything else. And I have to think. That's the thing. That stuff I can't do. I can't do live. I have to write stickies with notes and organize my thoughts here. But it's the idea that Spirit has gone into Wynn. Spirit went into Anders. That Spirit turned into a demon, I guess, in Anders, that thing. And then there's spirits that can become demons. There's people that can become spirits when they die, as they travel to the beyond. Those spirits can become ghosts. If they become ghosts, which I think is what Cole kind of is, but I think there's stuff that will be revealed for Cole. But then Cole said the thing about the demon, which I used to feel like you, but now blah blah. And then I was like, well, if a spirit can become a demon, then why couldn't a demon stop? Getting like, I'm trying to say this. Then why couldn't a demon revert to becoming a spirit? Like, why couldn't a demon go, come to the realization that they don't want to be vengeance anymore, and they've experienced enough where they go, I want to be justice. He takes in enough inputs around them from people who want to be vigilant and justicey, and then the demon goes, there's a lot to be gained by giving this to the second born, right? And so could a demon revert back to a spirit? Not even back. I don't even think it's a back and forward. I think it's just they're the same thing. It's just they're either swinging to demon or they're swinging to spirit, but I think they're the same thing. Anyways. So I think Cole's thing, based on what I've gathered so far, is that I read a few pages of Asunder, and it talks about really early on, where he seems like a ghost stuck out of the Fade in the real world. So he could be either the dead spirit of some, like a traditional ghost as we know it. He could be a spirit that has, which is where I was going. I thought he was a spirit that was manifesting into a second born or something like that, or he was something like that. But maybe that spirit becomes anyways, doesn't matter. It gets stuck out of the Fade, and now it's like it is going through an evolution period of where it could evolve into a second born, more mortal. I don't know because this is why I was going to make the visual thing, because a person can die, go to the Fade, become a spirit to the beyond, or they just become a spirit. And in the Calling, the Merrick sees a spirit in the Fade, and it could just be a spirit, but it could have been, oh my god, I forget her name, the elf, right? The elf, Jesus, from the Stolen Throne, his lover. How do I forget these things? Catriel, right? Anyways, so and then the question was she actually Catriel's spirit? And that was ambiguous. I think it was intentionally ambiguous. And so there's a huge, and then there's the elves, the forever, the sleep that they last for, all that stuff. There's stuff I'm thinking about that too. So there's a lot of synergy going on with this being kind of, because again, remember how I said I always saw. I started developing this, but it was very, very early on, that the Fade and the material plane, the real world, they actually exist on the same plane, and at one point they were the same plane, and then something happened with the city whole thing with the Devinters, and that split, it got separated, and that forced like the firstborn scenario and the secondborn thing to kind of have the lore behind it, which is Chantry specific, because that's where perception matters, or something called perspectivism. This whole story is being told by the perspective of the Chantry. We don't really have the perspective of pre-Chantry Avar. We don't have pre-Chantry Arlathan, right? We have some bits of lore that pop up here and there mentioning other godly figures and all that stuff, and then you have stuff. Anyways, so I'll pull that one back. So the point being is, I think that all of that stuff is sort of It's all mixed up in some tapestry. That's my derailment for this run. I need to wrap up this conversation. All because she threw me off with that last approval, because I thought I was like going into some hatred, like some downward spiral here with her. So interesting. Mages should be okay. So, as you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages? Well, I think they should be free, but there should be some sort of. I think he still believes in the circle, just not the way it exists today. And I don't know if that's what's going to come out of this. And I don't want it to screw up. I don't want it to sound like something I don't believe with Somley. This one sounds crazy. We need mages. I am going to say this. Why did this? No, this is exactly what Somley would say. Because he believes that the mages are the children of Andraste. What the hell?
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea.
Hell yeah. Ooh, greatly appreciated.
Your mind takes. It's something to consider, my dear.
Huh. That went a completely different direction.
Yes.
That was enjoyable. Whoa.
Yes?
Though you had something right here. I want to help.
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the circle?
After the circle
thought she was
fell,
gonna-
their libraries were plundered by scavengers.
Oh yeah, no.
1,000
those
years
libraries.
of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits.
No.
It makes me sick to think of it.
Me too, actually.
I've received news that some tomes have been
Even in the real
located.
world.
If you are interested in righting this wrong.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take
I
care
thought
of
we
this
were gonna
matter,
hate
the
each
circle
other.
would be in your debt.
Huh. Wow. And now I've got that derailment. But you know what? If I didn't talk about it there, it's probably going to be another 2 or 3 hours before I might... No, not that long. Maybe 2 hours. Maybe an hour. I don't even know. We still have to do the Haven fight, but I want to do one episode where it's just talking to people. Just kind of like chilling. Talking about the calling. I'm trying to kill time so I can read the Asunder. Read Asunder. I'll start reading that tomorrow morning as soon as I wake up. Get a good night of sleep tonight again, and then start reading. Let me go through some of this stuff right here and maybe read some of the other ones. Just, I do want the XP. I do, but let's just go. Okay, methodology developed by Elysian Blade Masters. No, I don't like these. Don't make sense to me though. Wait, no, these don't make sense to me though. This knowledge one makes sense. Let's back it up. Let's go to secrets. Detailed studies. Show how to get the maximum usable harvest from each plant. No. Training and spotting where pattern breaks. Okay, grants to increase the discovery range. That's good, but hold on. Allows all rogues. Okay, maybe that's actually hiding things worth it. For example, right now I don't feel like it's worth it. Herbalists. Okay. Maybe that one. Maybe makes sense. We'll see. Nobility, knowledge. Nah, that may be last. What's this one? A careful reputation of merchant. Ooh, actually, hold on. Nah. Favor. Okay, 10% discount for goods. That I do like stuff like that. Inquisition can leverage the organization's reputation to purchase a shipment of rare and valuable raw materials for crafting. Okay, we just get probably at one time. I don't know. I don't like it. If I don't know, I don't like it. Inquisition. Antiphon tailoring. Ah, there's your backpack space. I don't think that's ever going to be a problem, but I am tempted to get it. Adds one or more no. Okay, so that I mean, if I had a choice. No, I'm going to go for XP because that gets me to speed up leveling. So I'm going to take that, back it up. And let's see what we got here. This should be done. So 108, much better. Oh, I have to do the Black Emporium. There you go. I want to be careful here. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should sign off at this point. I have been recording a long time, haven't I? Improved stability. The Inquisitor's efforts to close the Fade Rifts has increased stability in various regions across Status. However, demons sometimes remain, having wandered from the site of the original rifts. The Inquisition has received numerous requests for aid in dealing with the problem. Our soldiers can do sweeps of areas formerly containing Fade rifts and eliminate any demons. How's she gonna help? Local nobility should take an interest in securing their lands. We can appeal to them for assistance. Now, this is gonna be a Cullen one. I want to have direct investment in that. An ally from Starkhaven. The Inquisition has received a missive from Starkhaven. Most cordial greetings. My name is Sebastian Vale. Never do that. No. Sole heir of the Vale Princes of Starkhaven. I recently retook the throne of this great city from those who sought to gain it through unjust means. As a most devoted adherent of the Chantry, I felt the loss of Most Holy Justinian V keenly. I too hoped for a resolution to the terrible conflict that claimed the lives of hundreds in Kirkwall and now threatens to claim all of Thedas. I extend Starkhaven's hand in friendship to the Inquisition. Together let us right the wrongs visited upon the world. Now, Somley wouldn't have an issue with him. I am going to send her. Well, I don't have a choice. I will send emissaries through the free marches. Cities have always been independent. Earning the support of the most prosperous ones may be to our advantage. Yeah, she's going to go. I'm going to send Cullen away on this one.
To work?
Okay, and then I have Liliana if I want. We have this answer request for Hazmal. Might not have to send. So Commander Cullen, I probably won't send anyone in for this one, but I understand the Inquisition is working with Redcliffe's mages. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them, but it does put you in a position to aid us. Hazmal's circle sustained significant damages during the uprisings. Rather than follow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars elected to remain and deal with the aftermath, but our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. Hazmal's people would happily throw them to the wolves, even though they had nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fail in our duty to protect them. This sounds like a Cullen thing. I trust you sympathize with our predicament. I humbly request our charges be transferred to the Inquisition. Bryson. Liliana. Hostility towards mages remains, but there are ways to travel without drawing notice. Oh, this is to get them here. Okay, I see. We have a few Templars of our own. Hazmal's Templars will be comfortable working with them. They can ensure safe passage for the mages. Oh, that was neat. They're okay. They're okay. Both of these sound fine. We can arrange safe passage from Hazmal and let the city's leaders believe they owe us a favor. Oh, that seems kind of more manipulative and interesting. We can arrange safe passage from Hazmal and let the city's leaders believe they owe us a favor because we took the mages off their hands. That would only take us 13 minutes. Oh, these are short. I'm going to send Josephine to that one. That does sound like a Josephine. Do we have anything? Or probably. Oh, she's an yeah, let's do Orlais stuff. Truth or Dare, Lake Celestine. A page from Travels of a Chantry Scholar lies on the table. This passage is circled. The region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the Waking Sea is known as the Heartlands, a place of vineyards and gilded marble estates the locals refer to as cottages. It is often said that Orlais' heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Al Royaux. A note is written at the bottom of the page. Comte de Maurier and Marquis Courtemans, both spending money like water, which to pursue. Nah, that's going to be a Josephine, probably. We have agents in place near Courtemans now. We can infiltrate his manor at a moment's notice. Oh my God. Comte de Maurier is a distant relation of the Empress. We should speak with him first. Oh, I get to choose here. Oh. Well, I don't know. I have no context between Maurier and Comtesse. Both spending money like water. I don't know. Like, Truth or Dare. It is a distant relation of the Empress. We should speak with him first. We have agents in place near Comtesse now. We can infiltrate his manor at a... I have no context here. I might as well flip a coin here. And right now the coin that's going to be flipped is Liliana because She's free. I don't care. I don't know. I don't have no context. So there you go. That's how I make decisions sometimes, because at that point it doesn't matter. And I think we have this one, University of Orlais. To leaders of the Inquisition, the death of so many good souls at the Temple of Sacred Ashes is a tragedy, compounded by the frenzy of posturing that has taken place in the race for Divine Justinian's successor, which all too frequently uses the University of Orlais as a scapegoat for ills perceived or real. Considering your recent cowing of these clerics, the University is hoping you might see your way to protecting us from their rhetoric. Such a partnership could be beneficial for us both. We have research, magical as well as mundane, that we'd be pleased to share in exchange for aid in these trying times. Okay. Yours truly, Counselor Jürgen Hollis. And we're busy because everyone is doing the thing. So we'll come back and do that. We have tons of points here too. Crazy, crazy talk. I also need to do a lot of codex checking, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, next episode when we do our rounds, I'll filter in some codexes, see if there's anything else to talk about along the way. But for now, I'm going to wrap this one up, and I will catch you next time. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.